Rayong businesses have been hit real hard by the fear of COVID-19 brought into Thailand by our own Thai government, who did admit it's their fault to have let their guards down. And the Prime Minister's visit to Rayong turned out as a useless gesture. The two students who protested prior to the visit were violently taken away in front of the whole world, and now they are being pressed with 4 charges by the government. This is what to know by Voice Online. I am Joe Shalawit, and here's what you need to know. After the incident of an Egyptian soldier who visited Thailand without having to quarantine for 14 days and tested positive for COVID-19 afterwards, social and economic activities and schools in Rayong province have been affected very severely, especially when Rayong was just getting ready to breathe again by welcoming tons of tourists from all over the country to visit during the 4-day-long weekend between July 25th to 28th. But now, almost 100% hotel bookings have already been cancelled by the fear of the coronavirus, obviously allowed in by the Thai government. General Prayut Chan-o-cha, the Prime Minister, decided to visit Rayong province on Wednesday afternoon, supposedly to cheer up and give moral support to people of Rayong after telling the public earlier in the morning on that day that, "Who do I need to subsidize? Street vendors or people who can't go to work because they are being panicked, although we don't have any cases yet?" Yeah, that's what our leader said. And to answer to his question, there are more than 700,000 people in Rayong province who need help. So that's the who you should be subsidizing. But prior to the arrival of the Prime Minister, 2 members of the Eastern Youth for Democracy group has showed up at the venue with the signs read, "Don't let your guards down," and "The more you stay in power, the more this will be. Get out." They told the press and the public that the reason they were there was to call for the Prime Minister to quit and dissolve the parliament. But before the 2 boys get to meet General Prayut in person, they were violently taken away by police officers against their will and in front of the whole lot of press members. This is outrageous, since it's not the first time since emergency decree has been enforced. And on top of that, they are being now pressed with 4 charges by the government. So the 2 boys are gone and General Prayut arrived in Rayong. He first visited Lam Thong or Passion Department store and told the public that he was ready to take care of everyone as best as he could. But please stay calm and don't panic. He said once people are hurt and sick, he felt sick alongside them too. After that, he paid a visit to the store market where he told the people, "Cheer up Rayong Hi," and go listen to the song "Tong Su Tong Suถึงจะชนะ," which dubbed in English as "You must fight so you will win." The Prime Minister also showed his generosity to the people by buying products from a vendor worth of 1,000 baht. Yeah, 1,000 baht, I didn't get that wrong. And then he gave them away to the people. Aww, how generous. It's a hard time for everyone in Rayong province, so some people took this opportunity to ask the Prime Minister hard questions. For example, will we get the 5,000 baht subsidy? Or would you quarantine yourself after leaving Rayong province? In which he replied, "Where are you from?" before walking away without answering those questions. Oh wow, clearly not everyone appreciated the Prime Minister visit, or saw that as a good gesture to cheer up the people whose lives were about to get better after the tourists started to come back in right before this whole mess happened. Thanathorn Jungruengruengkit, former leader of the dissolved Future Forward Party, commented on this matter, saying, quote, "General Prayut's visit to Rayong has been completely useless. He did not have a gut to face the people who wanted to ask their Prime Minister how he would show responsibility and how the people would be subsidized. I would like to cheer them up and stand beside them." He ended his Facebook post with a hashtag คนระยองไม่ยอมจำนน or Rayong people will not surrender. So in order to show what a good, respectful and cheerful visit should look like, คุณหญิงสุดารัตน์ เกยุราพันธ์ from Pheu Thai opposition party, who actually won the popular vote in the last year general election if you could recall, decided to pay her visit to Rayong province herself on the very next day after the Prime Minister visit to offer the people moral support. คุณหญิงสุดารัตน์ เกยุราพันธ์ from Pheu Thai opposition party, who actually won the popular vote in the last year general election if you could recall, decided to pay her visit to Rayong province herself on the very next day after the Prime Minister visit to offer the people moral support. She also suggested 3 things the government should be doing right now. First, the government must be clear about its measure and stop making people confused. Second, those who are affected severely must be subsidized as soon as possible. Last but not least, the government must share accurate information with the people and build their confidence so that they feel like traveling again. Moreover, a group of business people from Rayong province also went to Government House to petition to the Prime Minister on Wednesday asking the government to remove the special rule allowing VIP guests to enter Thailand without having to quarantine. One of the members of the group said she wanted the Prime Minister to visit the people of Rayong and look them into the eyes, not apologizing through a television broadcast. The people have been suffering in the past 5 months and living with little to no money to cooperate with the lockdown measures. She said the government's action was absolutely not acceptable. They wanted to see a tangible measure and responsibility from the government. This is What to Know by Voice Online. I am Joe Sholowit. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments below. I'll see you next time. Keep safe.